Welcome back. We continue to follow breaking news out of Istanbul this morning, where one gunman has been killed and two others, quote, neutralized after a shooting near the Israeli Consulate. CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio joins us from London with this and more. Ramy, what more do we know about this incident?
Errol, yes. Well, what we know is that this was brazen and in broad daylight, happening in just the past few hours. Around 1 p.m. local time in Istanbul is when the first reports started coming out. And in video just released that we saw from that scene, at least 24 gunshots can be heard. Police officers crouching near their car. And Turkey's interior minister said that one of the suspects has ties to an organization that exploits religion, but he did not name that organization. He also said that two of the attackers are brothers, and they have identified those people. At this point, Turkish media are also reporting that it was an attempted attack on what they are being described as an Israeli target. Now, that's something that CBS News can't confirm, but what Turkish media are reporting right now. The Israeli consulate is nearby. It's just a couple minutes walk away on an upper floor of a building there. But we also understand that no Israeli diplomats were stationed there, or let alone in Turkey, because Israel has in fact shrunk its diplomatic corps to a minimum, as Israel and Turkish relations have gone down since the war in Gaza started here. But that is all we know. We also know that an investigation, though, of course, has been started.
I know you'll keep tracking that story. Meanwhile, Ramy, we're also looking at the vice president. He's making a visit to Hungary, supporting that country's far-right Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Tell us what's happening there.
Yeah, and to put this into historical context, Errol, this has never been done before by a sitting vice president of the United States, or let alone a president of the United States. But in this respect, this can be seen as the MAGA right wing trying to help the Hungarian right wing. Vice President Vance, you see there, landed in Budapest with his wife Usha to try to help Prime Minister Viktor Orban in parliamentary elections. Now, his party, the Fidesz party, is trailing in many polls by double digits. Orban, arguably the head of state in Europe, closest, I think we could say, ideologically to President Trump. And President Trump has been all in over the past couple months in anticipation of these elections. Vance will try and fire up supporters at one of Orban's campaign rallies at a soccer stadium this afternoon. And Trump here, basically, Vance is his proxy. Looking ahead, though, if Orban loses those elections in the parliament, then that starts a process of Orban himself potentially losing his position as prime minister. A lot of people, a lot of critics will be very happy for that, because he has been described as dismantling democratic institutions, freedom of the press, and along with many other democratic rights. Errol.
All right, Ramy Inocencio in London. Ramy, thanks.